This is companion video number 18 for iFeelagrams for iPad, iOS8, the clock timer. The clock's timer function is accessed via the tab control in the bottom right-hand corner of the clock screen. It has a heading called Timer at the top, with two vertical pickers occupying most of the screen, hours on the left and minutes on the right. Below the pickers, there is an Alert button, and then, across the bottom, just above the tabs, there are two buttons, Start in the bottom left-hand corner and Pause in the bottom right-hand corner. Note that VoiceOver reports the Alert button before it reports the Start and Pause buttons, as this is the way that they are reported when flicking right with VoiceOver, and thus how they are represented on the FeelaGram. When dragging, the Alert button is actually found to be centered on a line running just above the Start and Pause buttons. Otherwise, the timer is a very simple yet useful function, so let's see how it works on the iPad. So here we are in the alarm screen where we were last time. Actually, the timer tab exists on all pages of the clock down at the bottom right-hand corner, so let's find
Timer, tab, 4 of 4.
and double tap. And it turns out to say nothing. Oh well, let's touch the screen.
Timer, heading.
I dragged my finger up the screen and found the timer heading. If I flick left, I can't get beyond the timer heading, even though I know the status bar is up there.
Timer, heading.
But if I drag my finger up,
3 of 3 Wi-Fi bars.
there we go, I got into the status bar, but I'm going to come back down.
Timer, heading.
Back into the timer. There, I'm at the top, I'm at the heading because I can't flick left, so I'll flick right.
1 hour. Picker item. Adjustable.
There's the ticker for hours on the left-hand side.
30 minutes. Picker item. Adjustable.
There's the ticker for minutes on the right-hand side.
Alert tone. Chimes. Button.
There, we now hop down to the alert tone, which is where? Single finger triple tap.
Bottom and centered. Thumbnail width.
Let's flick right again.
Button.
That button is non-existent. It's some kind of bug, at least for the moment.
Start. Button.
There, now we've gone down to the start button. Where's that? Triple finger single tap.
Bottom left corner. Thumbnail width.
There we go. Let's flick right.
Pause. Dimmed. Button.
There's the pause button, which is currently dimmed because we haven't started the timer. Where's that?
Bottom right corner. Thumbnail width.
So that's why we explain about the difference between flicking and dragging for finding the alert button and the start and end buttons, because the flicking order is different from what you'll discover when you drag. So let's just quickly check out the timer here.
1 hour. Picker item. Adjustable.
I'll flick down once because I want it to be 0 hours.
0 hours.
Okay, now I'll flick right.
30 minutes. Picker item. Adjustable.
Now I could flick down.
29 minute. 28 minute. 27 minutes.
But if I only want it to be about 2 minutes, I'll double tap and hold somewhere near the top of the screen. And then bring my finger down. I think I got down about 17 minutes. Let's see what my ticker says on the right now.
9 minutes. Picker item.
Okay.
Adjustable.
I want to make it 1 minute, so I'll double tap and hold and drag my finger down while I hear 8 clicks. There we go. Now what does it say?
1 minute. Picker item. Adjustable.
There, I've set the picker to 1 minute, so I could flick right a couple of times.
Alert tone. Button. Start. Button.
And start the button that way. Or if I were just looking at my timer.
0 hours. 1 minute. Picker item. Adjustable.
So it's set that way. I will simply drag my finger down to the bottom left-hand corner quickly.
World clock. Start. Button.
I went down a bit too far, so I found the world clock in the tabs across the bottom, and I moved up to the start button.
Start. Button.
That's where I am. Let's double tap the start button.
Done.
Now the start button turned into a done button, so if I were done with the timer, I could
Done. Button.
simply exit. I could also put my finger in the bottom right-hand corner and
Pause. Button.
pause the timer if I wanted.
32 seconds.
If I touch
remaining.
in the middle, it's counting down, I believe.
26 seconds. remaining.
It certainly is.
Center of screen. Full width of screen.
So there's a timer counting
18
down
seconds.
in the center
remaining.
of the screen.
14 seconds. remaining. 2 seconds. remaining.
Let's do some time-lapse photography here.
Timer done.
The timer is done. Now what can I do? I'm going to flick left and right and just see what's going on.
OK. Button.
There's an OK button. Where is it? Let's do a triple finger single tap.
Page 1 of 1. Center of screen. Half width of screen.
There's an OK button. And I think I'll just double tap that OK button.
Clock. Timer. Heading.
And the timer has gone back to its default state.
Timer. Heading. 0 hours. 1 minute. Picker item. Adjustable.
And the timer is set, ready to go for another minute if we decide to push the start button. But we won't do that because that's pretty much all there is to the timer. And we hope to see you on video number 19 when we talk about the App Store.